Hey team, Coach Brian here, and I'm here with Coach Yarice, and in this movement breakdown, we are going to be breaking down one of my favorite training tools that we have, the Rip Trainer. Great thing about this tool is that it's all about that rotational control, strength and power, depending on how you change a variable of the movement. So this first move that we're going to do is a rotational punch, and we're going to go through a couple different progressions of how we can make this harder. So the first move, most important move, is just the rotation to punch. Now, phase one, she's going to stay in place, and the most important part is that she pivots the back foot and locks her arm out at the same time. Now, once we feel comfortable with that, before we do anything else, we would just change the lever length, making it closer so that this is farther away from her body. So now what I mean by lever length is now this is much farther away from her midline, so it's giving more tension. So now she's doing the same thing and she's got more strength on this movement. So that's the next variable. So now we're gonna go back to our base position and we're gonna go to a 2-to-2. So once we have the control set in the rotation, she's gonna go from 2 feet to 2 feet. Good, she already went to that third progression fast. See, she's there quick. So we're gonna go from 2 to 2. So she starts with 2, she lands with 2. So now we're getting a little bit more dynamic. We're gonna pause right there. The next progression, we would just go from 2 base into 1 landing. So we go from 2 and we land on 1, coming back to that strong base. Notice the same mechanics still happen. She strikes and sticks at the same time. Now the last variable that we add to this is the 1-to-1. 1 leg stabilization, 1 leg stabilization out. So she drives out and drives back. Same thing, as she sticks her legs, her arm punches at the same time. Now, with this movement, we've got a couple factors that are happening. We've got the acceleration of driving out, sticking it and stabilizing, and then the deceleration in control coming back. Why we love these moves and bringing them into programming, because we'll always say this, athleticism is built in the rotational plane. Now when you start to add some load, when you start to add some different variabilities in, it gives you that optimization and control in your movement patterns. This translates to everything else because life is 3D, so we're gonna train in 3D. This movement right here, the rotational Rip Trainer strike, is one of the best tools we have and one that we can continue to improve upon in class. So when you're in class, make sure you focus on one of those progressions throughout the class, so that way you're respecting movement, respecting the process, and you're making sure that you're doing it right.